Quinton McDonald, Tom, Tasman hooker, been one of the form players over the last month. He really has energised this team.
Mark Bright this time the target, and a successful one, although Gannon slipped through once the line-out was over and pinched it. So that's good alertness from the lock, and McIntosh looking full of vigour and makes it available. Carwell this time no way through, turning and twisting and falling the right way as far as the Stags are concerned, and Rutledge takes it a metre or more. Still keen on keeping it in hand. Robinson, change of mind, takes the safety option. McIntosh handled the ball off so far in this match. There's no Tasman players in that melee, or there is now. Could have gone round and picked up the ball. There's no ruck there. So Tamariki holds it. Lynn comes off centre to get a touch. Robinson goes back to Carwell, and under pressure the pass goes astray. Scooped up on the half volley by Saunders. Saunders couldn't find Hardy because aware to the danger was Palanisi, and Ainley gets in there to help out as well. But saving the day there, the left winger.
Well, it broke out of nothing there, Tom. Southland guilty of not throwing enough numbers at the breakdown, which is traditionally an area they're very strong at as well, but getting very scrappy, allowing Tasman to get through and put a lot of pressure on Jimmy Cowan. It broke out. The floating pass on, Palanisi, good enough, had a long enough reach to save the day for the Marcos. We've had 2 line-out drives for the Stags. You're going to suspect a third one, looking for a shift drive. So look at Rutledge throwing the ball in, coming through, scoring the try.
Taken at the back. Hardy for it second time. In fact, it was Tamariki that took the second catch. Rutledge lays it off for Beckwith. He's got 4 tries, looking for 5. The team's top try scorer.
Gregory, so lucky there. Tasman Marcos never back behind the hindmost feet. An area of big concern, I believe, in rugby in this country. Not allowing that ruck area to be cleared. It was a shift drive attempted by the Stags, so off the top of the line out, back down to Gannon. Rutledge did his job, held up just short, needs to be policed more.
Yeah, get another chance, and it's in a pretty good spot too. No short side to work with, but just 5 metres out.
Pause, engage. Get it up.
No way can the channel be fed by Cowan.
Relax.
Gee, that's an interesting stat. The first 14 minutes, Southland 5 minutes of that within Tasman's 22 area. Come up with nothing so far. Just keep desperate to take some points soon.
Shows how determined though the Tasman defence has been. They've been breached a couple of times, but have covered it in the second wave.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
And Southland scrum certainly solid enough to launch something off. The pass to Robinson was forward, and the try was thwarted.
But they created so much space there because Robinson JP standing so wide, relying on the big pass from Jimmy Cowan.
Oh, and he got the space from it too, didn't he? That was a massive opportunity. Superb pass of Saunders, who took it straight from Cowan, hoping that they could do something defensive-wise. Matty James read that beautifully.
There's a well-set move, though, from the Stags. Good opportunity there. Depth, though. It's such a hard lesson to teach young people. Rob Robinson just getting ahead of himself.
James was the tackler there, John, was he?
I'm pretty sure it was Matty James, yeah.
It was outstanding, wasn't it? The timing of it and the force.
Crouch. No, stand up. You need to wait.
Spending an awful lot of time at the wrong end of the field as far as Tasman are concerned. But they'll look at the scoreboard and think, well, we haven't conceded.
Tasman not using the double options of Goodman and James back there to kick. Looks like it's going to go straight to James. Goodman standing up on the line.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
It surprises me. Goodman can kick it about 200 metres on a good day. Bright under huge pressure from Cowan, who drives them back virtually single-handed. Now gets some help, and they've earned themselves a 5-metre attacking scrum.
Great example of the strength of the All Black hooker too, Jimmy Cowan. Welcome return to the Stags outfit. And Mark Bright, one of the real workhorses of the Air New Zealand Cup. He's been in great form as well. Stood a little bit high, to be fair. Standing high, Jimmy Cowan had the momentum. Now it's the Stags' turn. 5-metre scrum can go both ways. Perfect position, really. Two players out here to the right, Robbie Robinson, JP standing directly behind the scrum.
Cowan will be one player who doesn't need to worry about waiting for the selection. It'll be a absolute bombshell if he wasn't in the All Black team going north, so he can relax, enjoy his rugby.
Pause, engage.
As he feeds the scrum, which is under a wee bit of pressure this time. Now he gets a touch of his own. Horton in at pace, but Matty James makes another timely tackle. Starting to shine out in defence as the replacement first five. Here's McIntosh. Throwing himself bodily at the line, but stopped. Cowan has a go, stretches, and the referee says try. Jimmy Cowan, first points for the Stags.
The crowd are loving it too. Favourite son back in town, back in Maroon. And the All Blacks making such a big impact when they're coming back for their respective Air New Zealand Cup teams. And Jimmy Cowan no different. It wasn't a great Stag scrum initially. They wanted to get the tight head or the right-hand side of the scrum up so they could do the blindside move. That didn't happen. Jimmy Cowan created space out wide. Jamie McIntosh, the depth he comes, and the timing hitting the Jimmy Cowan pass now was good to get them once again over the line. Then the fringe defences of the Marcos weren't aware of Jimmy Cowan. There's a big enough gap, good enough strength. The All Black scrum half gets a 5-pointer.
And the second showing of great strength in a row too, wasn't it, Carmo? After that defensive scrum where he put all that pressure on Bright, put him in that situation in the first place, and he's picking for.
Yeah, getting over the gain line really is the key points there. Jamie McIntosh doing that so well from the second phase. Held up just 2 metres short of the line, getting over the momentum. Jimmy Cowan finishing it off.
Well, a little more direct, as we spoke about too. Carmo a little closer to the ruck, some of that attack.
Tasman, they just not spent enough time down this end of the park. They've not had enough possession to make any inroads or to apply any pressure. And Cowan wants to get back down the other end of the park. The wind will drift it into the touch, and his first mistake of the afternoon.
It wasn't his best, but it shows you the intent though. They're not trying to run it from there, trying to kick it down, do what they have to do in territory. Very much heavily 89% in the Stags' favour, as is possession. Add those two up and you give a 7-0 lead.
Ball to the back and Wheeler pulls it in. And Gregory and Begg combined to bring in the backs, but really it was rather slow motion. Here's Bright trying to make amends and keeps it safe. James now running. Tackling solid by the Stags. McDonald, Wheeler, such involvement in the game to the lock. Very impressive indeed. It's Joe Wheeler, Big, McDonald, inside pass, hand in there. But it was a forward pass first of all, so the Stags will end up with a scrum.
We talked about one lock from the Marcos though. John Berkewis from the Stags defence there read that perfectly. The inside ball, he held his line, didn't follow the ball. Nullified the attack.
I've got a viewer question for you, Ian. I've been saving them up. 5 metre line out from your goal line. Do you defend or do you try and attack the line out?
Well, the best form of defence, Tom, is normally attack. If you can set your defensive line out okay and you know what you want to do, and everyone's committed to going up in the air, you go up in the air.
So you contest. That's the question. Yep.